first thing I want to take you through today is how to draw a parallel circuit. So the same as when we're drawing any kind of circuit, there are certain rules that we must follow every time. So we always draw circuits using straight lines, and to do this we use a pencil and a ruler to draw the lines. So the first thing I'm going to draw is just a simple parallel circuit. Okay, so I'm just going to draw a circuit with two bulbs. I'm going to use a pen just because it's easier to see, but you would use a sharp pencil. Okay, so if I wanted to show a battery, that's a cell because it's one. Okay, if I've got two or more cells, then that would be a battery. So I've got battery. I'm going to label it so you know. Okay, and then I'm going to draw my circuit coming away from it. So straight line either side. I'm going to try and make it fairly big just so it's easier to see. Okay. Got my first loop. Somebody did ask me last week, does it matter where you put the components? It would matter a little bit more with a parallel circuit, so it's a little bit easier to get them mixed up. But if this is just a series circuit, technically we could put that lamp, my ruler's too long so I'm just going to take it off to the side, could put that lamp anywhere. If that lamp was there or here or on this loop or on that loop, it would actually be the same circuit. But usually we try to space it out a little bit so it's easier to see. So I've just got a normal series circuit at the moment. So I want to draw a parallel circuit. So I'm just going to add another loop in. Add another loop in. There's my lamp. I definitely drew that last bit with the ruler. Okay, so you've got two lamps in a parallel circuit. Okay, if I wanted to add in another bulb or another light, again I would add another loop to the bottom. Okay, and you could keep going like that. So what I'd like you to think about is where you've got your first loop at the top. Okay, so we've got one path around here where electricity could flow around. Got a second loop. Okay, I've got a third loop. At this point, if I broke the circuit here, so if I put a switch in there, okay, there was a break in the circuit, I'll represent that with my finger. Can you see there would be no path for the current to flow around at all? I wouldn't be able to get to any of those lamps. If there was a break there, there's still a complete circuit for the first bulb to go on. However, anything trying to get past this point to lamp 2 or 3, the current wouldn't be able to flow. If it was there, only lamp 2 would be affected. If it was here, only lamp 3 would be affected. And it's quite rare actually for the wires to break. So if this was the circuit in your house, it's normally the bulb that goes, and you know if a bulb goes off in your house, then usually it's only that one bulb that goes off, and that is because they're on rings like this. They're on separate circuits. So if it's just that bulb that's broken, and the current can still flow around a complete loop and go all the way around. So if I show you what's actually happening, if I build this circuit now, I still don't have any batteries at home, so I'm going to use this power source. We just have to pretend it's a battery. So I'm going to lay out my components. So I'm just going to start with the first bulb, and then I've got some wires here. Okay, so I've got a wire coming from, I do have red and black wires, but like I said before, they're exactly the same wires. Okay, so going round, you can see it never actually follows exactly the circuit diagram, but I'll try and show you the loop there. So I've got one loop, and then if I do the same, okay, there's my first loop, and once it's connected, yeah, the bulb should come on. Okay, a little bit temperamental. So if I want to add another loop in now, okay, there's a couple of different ways you could connect it and it would still work. Okay, so as long as the wire branches off from this point, so this wire, I'm not connecting the wires together, it's not having to go through this component. Got disco. Okay, so I've got my second loop of my circuit in. If I could get them to both come on. Without being okay, hopefully we can see they're the same brightness. Add the last one in. Any of them would like to come on. Okay, so unlike our series circuit where all three of them got dimmer, you see, like if I add one in, they're all the same brightness. If they will stay on and prove my point. Okay, so I can add more bulbs in or take more bulbs away. It doesn't affect the brightness of the individual bulbs.